Hi, I'm Lynn. Welcome back to My Way of Life. If you love red velvet, this fun twist on cinnamon rolls is for you. These cinnamon rolls are soft, pillowy, and packed with sweet cinnamon sugar that makes your kitchen smell so good. Then we're gonna top them with a gooey cream cheese glaze that just takes them over the top. They're perfect for cozy mornings, holiday brunch, or honestly, anytime you need a pick-me-up. Making them feel fancy, but they're super easy to make. Let's get started.
Let's start with the dough. In the bowl of your stand mixer, add some warm milk. It should be a little warmer than room temperature. Not too hot, not too cold. I like using whole milk too. Then you're going to add melted butter, sugar, active dry yeast, red food coloring, and a little bit of salt. Give that a quick mix just to combine everything. Next, add in the eggs and sour cream. Full fat sour cream is key here. You don't want to be using low fat or fat-free sour cream. The sour cream helps keep the dough extra soft and tender. Mix again until everything is just combined. Add the unsweetened cocoa powder and flour. Put the hook attachment on your stand mixer and then turn your mixer to medium speed and let it knead for about 5 minutes. You're looking for a dough that's smooth and elastic. If the dough is sticking to the bowl, add a little bit of flour at a time, about 1 tablespoon at a time. You want the dough to be soft, not dry. You can also do this by hand if you'd like, or if you don't have a stand mixer, but you're definitely going to get your workout in. Don't start your stand mixer on too high either. The flour is going to go everywhere and make your kitchen a mess. Just be patient, keep it on low speed, and eventually a dough will form. Cover the bowl and let the dough rise in a draft-free spot for about an hour and a half to 2 hours until it's doubled in size. If your kitchen is cold, place the bowl in the oven with the light on. No heat, just the light. It works every time. It's like your own personal proofing drawer right in your own house. While you wait for the dough to rise, make the filling. Simply mix 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon together. Then set that aside. While you wait as well, butter a 9 by 13 inch pan really well. Make sure to get up the sides and all around the pan. Once the dough has risen, turn it out onto a well-floured counter and roll it into an 18 by 12 inch rectangle. You'll need some flour on your rolling pin as well as your counter and the cutting board. Spread softened butter evenly over the dough. Make sure it's super soft so you don't tear the dough. I like to soften the butter in the microwave and then brush it all over with the pastry brush. You can use your hands too. Then sprinkle the cinnamon sugar all the way to the edges so there's lots of filling in every bite. That is the best part after all. To make the fillings even more special, you can substitute the cinnamon for pumpkin pie spice or even add a little cocoa powder to the filling to up the chocolate flavor. People don't actually realize that red velvet is just chocolate that's dyed red. There's nothing too crazy or hard about making red velvet anything, and it's always delicious. Now it's time to roll it up. Starting from the edge closest to you, roll the dough up tightly into a log. A tighter roll gives you those pretty spirals that we all love and helps keep the filling inside. If some parts of the dough are sticking, just use a little more flour to help lift them up. Now it's time to cut the log. First, cut the ends off the log so you have a nice, even log. You'll find everyone giving you different ways to cut this cinnamon rolls, and honestly, any of them will work. This is just how I've always done it, but the most important part is to get 12 equal cinnamon rolls out of this log. I cut it in half and then I put the halves right next to each other. Then I cut the logs again in half, so now I have 4 logs. Then I cut those 4 logs each into 3 pieces. I found that this gets me the most even cinnamon rolls. Place the rolls in the buttered baking dish when you're done. If you're baking them right away, let them rise at room temperature for about an hour in the baking pan. If you're going to bake them the next morning, cover and refrigerate them. Then, the next morning, let them sit out until they come to room temperature right before baking. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees and bake for 35 to 40 minutes until the rolls are puffed and slightly brown. If they're browning too fast on top, loosely tent the foil for about 10 minutes. While they bake, let's make the icing. Add room temperature butter and room temperature cream cheese to a large mixing bowl. Add powdered sugar, vanilla, measure with your heart of course, and milk. Then you're going to beat on low speed until the icing is the consistency you want. You can use a hand mixer or your stand mixer for this. I used my hand mixer for this. If you like it a little bit thinner, add a little more milk. If you like it a little bit thicker, that's that more spreadable, thick frosting consistency, add some more powdered sugar. Once the rolls are out of the oven, let them cool for just a few minutes, then ice them while they're still warm so the icing melts into all those layers, and then serve immediately. And that's it. Soft, fluffy red velvet cinnamon rolls with gooey centers and creamy icing. Trust me, these will not last long. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know if you make these cinnamon rolls. Thanks for watching. Enjoy!